Welcome to the Friday night scoreboard show here at Beef O'Brady's. This is Travis Chafin, and welcome to Listen Your Way Sports. We are going to be rounding up the scores from around the county, around the region, and on the phone right now we have one of our correspondents who was at our game of the week earlier tonight, Jacqueline Graves. Jacqueline, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Now, we were at West Forsyth earlier tonight where the Wolverines were homecoming night winners. It was 41-6, and you had a chance to talk to a lot of the Wolverine fans out there.
I did. I talked to some band parents. I talked to several of the football parents. And then I went down and handed out quite a few of our listenyourway.com T-shirts to the student fans. It was a lot of fun. And it looks like, here I've been checking some scores around the county, and I think we were about the only winning Forsyth County team, I'm afraid to say. So I'm glad we had a game of the week that was a winning game.
It was. It was a good game. It was kind of a little lopsided there. East Hall didn't score until the last couple of minutes. It was the mercy rule was in effect. It was a running clock, and but East Hall was able to mount a little bit of offense there and have kind of a respectable last drive there, 41-6 in favor of West Forsyth. What are some other scores
well,
you've
we
been
always
tracking?
we always hate to see someone get shut out, so I'm glad they got on the board. But
Yeah.
I'm glad our team won.
There you go. A good night all around for West Forsyth. Now you've been tracking down some other scores, of course, locally. Our friends in Cold Mountain, they were at number 9, Collins Hill tonight, and came up short. Collins Hill, the winner, 14-10. That was also the halftime score.
Yeah, it looks like I think they both just put their game on autopilot at halftime, and they just kind of ignored the third and fourth quarter over there. Or maybe they just both had an awesome defense performance, on both sides of the ball. I don't know. We weren't there, so we can't really say. But same score for a final that we had at halftime at that game.
So we'll have to find out if anybody here was at the North Forsyth Collins Hill game. We've got some players here from the Lambert high school game. Lambert was a winner tonight, 17-3 over Locust Grove. So another win for that upstart Lambert program.
Yeah, that's right. When I said they were the only team there at West that won, I was talking varsity. Of course, Lambert, that's a JV game.
That's right.
And they did a really good job. I think they're going to have an awesome year there as a startup program. And they may give some of our other varsity programs here in the next, not this year, of course, but next year, they may be having to look over their shoulder.
I'm pretty excited. Next week is going to be our first chance to get a look at that Lambert program. That'll be our game of the week as the Lambert Longhorns host the Forsyth Central JV, and we'll be there Friday night. We'll have that on listenyourway.com.
Yeah, that'll be a good matchup, and we'd like to see some of the parents there at that game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? The great thing about a county matchup is Beef O'Brady's is the place to be right after the game. So, fans from both sides can come here and get on the fan mic. We'll talk to fans from both teams. Have a good game, and then have some good socializing here after the game.
But that's the thing about this county. We're a small enough county that you're going to bump into each other in Kroger or Publix or Walmart or wherever, so we have to all be friends, don't we?
That's right. Absolutely. Forsyth Central, of course, we mentioned them. They'll be our game of the week next week. It's a bye week for a lot of the varsity teams in the county, but Forsyth Central, they're playing tomorrow. They're playing a lot of Saturday games this year, and tomorrow is no exception. They will be at Miller Grove.
They're at Miller Grove. They actually play tomorrow evening, so they've got a late night coming back, the team and the band and everyone. So my son's in the band there. He's a snare player for the band, so he'll be on that late bus coming home tomorrow night. So
long day for the Bulldogs. So we'll see if they can come back with a win. That'll be some good news to have for next week when we round up the scores.
That'd be good. Right.
South Forsyth still looking for that first win. They were at Northview earlier tonight, 21-14 the final, in favor of Northview.
Yeah, looks like a close game there. 2 touchdowns to 3, and they just were a little short.
So we'll see. Next week, of course, a bye week. And then when South Forsyth returns to action, they're going to host North Forsyth, another county matchup. That'll be our game of the week looking ahead in 2 weeks. So another good game to look forward to. And Jacqueline, you have some other scores for us you want to report?
We got a few more. We still have several that have not reported in, so not sure if they're just not wanting to report their score or if they're still playing. So the site that I'm looking at here online. But we do have a report here from Marist beat Tucker tonight. Well, it looks like they're going to beat them. And my score says they're in the third quarter.
Okay.
My guess is that game's over, but 32-7 is what the third quarter score was there.
And Tucker, of course, the number one team going into that game.
Right. Yeah, so that may have been a little upset going on there. We the Gainesville team looks like they pummeled West Hall 56-13. That's the final score there.
Yeah, that's right. Next week, Gainesville's hosting West Forsyth, so that'll be a big matchup. Next week, we'll have to get a report from that game. That will be the only varsity game going on for our county teams next week.
Okay. And then up in Flowery Branch beat Johnson 31-17. That's the final score.
That's the final. Flowery Branch a winner. All right.
And I was trying to find out about Peachtree Ridge. They came over here and kicked North Forsyth's tail last week, and of course they were runners-up in the state championship last year. I haven't been able to find out how they did. That should have been a good game, Peachtree Ridge versus Duluth.
All right, we'll try and
tonight,
track that down.
But I haven't been able to get a score on that one.
See if we can track that down before the evening is over. And, of course,
And then we had Chattahoochee and Norcross paired up tonight, and Norcross came out the winner by a field goal.
Close battle there.
17-20.
2017 Norcross.
17-20 on that score.
Yeah, Norcross 20-17 over Chattahoochee. Close game. That would have been a fun game to be at, I'll bet.
No, yeah, Norcross the winner. And right now that's all the scores I have. I've still got 4 or 5 that I haven't been able to track down.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on the scoreboard. And Jacqueline Graves from Graves Insurance Group doing the reports for us at the game for our game of the week for Graves Insurance Group and updating us here on the Listen Your Way post-game scoreboard show. Jacqueline, as always, we appreciate it.
You're welcome. There's no better place to be on Friday night than a fall football game, in my opinion.
Absolutely. We're almost here at the midpoint. The varsity programs, most of them next week will take the break, and we'll be here with the JV action. So just about halfway through the regular season. A lot more football still left in the season.
Still left. There's no place better to be than a football. There's no place better to be after a football game than Beef O'Brady's.
Absolutely.
If people are looking at that menu, they're trying to decide what to order. I would recommend the garlic Parmesan wings. That's the Graves Insurance Group recommendation.
That's what you were saying. I think my wife is actually having that right now.
I tried to talk her into that last week.
Yep.
She was sticking to her nachos.
So yeah, you're right. Good call. Hey, Jacqueline, while I have you on the line, I want to also take this opportunity to thank our fall production partners, of course, Graves Insurance Group, but also how about the folks over at Andine Chevrolet, AndineChevy.com. That's the place to go if you're looking for a car. And they are right here on Atlanta 527 Atlanta Road in Cumming, Andine Chevrolet. Of course, we thank Beef O'Brady's for having us here every Friday night. This is Forsyth County's post-game football destination. Graves Insurance Group, as we said. Bobby Amos Waterworks and Mission Support Amos. We had them on the show a couple of weeks ago. They've got a big fundraiser coming up. They send care packages overseas to the American troops overseas. And October 29th, they're going to be at Cherokee Music, and they're going to have a pool tournament. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and they're trying to raise money. Those packages cost about between like $13 and $15 to ship. So they're going to be trying to raise some money to send some more packages. So we thank them for being a part of our fall football programming. Also, Talent Brothers Auto Parts and Coal Mountain Flowers. So thanks to all of you, and thanks to you, Jacqueline, for the Graves Insurance Group update here on the Post-Game Scoreboard Show.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Jacqueline. Well, we will talk with Jacqueline Graves more this season. She will be with us. And we were going to have some more scores coming up. We've run down the scores. We'll have some more updates, hopefully. And we're going to try to get an update from Pinecrest. Pinecrest Academy also was on the road heading down to South Georgia as they take on Dawson Street Christian Academy. So we'll have more to come here at Beef O'Brady's and the Listen Your Way Friday night post-game scoreboard show. Stay tuned.